Community medicine is here for you. Whether you need medical, OBGYN, or behavioral health services, it is our mission to provide access to high-quality health care
Escogiendo el mejor proveedor médica puede ser difícil. Hope Community Medicine está aquí por ti. Si ocupa ayuda médica, ginecólogo o salud conductal, es nuestra misión proveer acceso de alta calidad de salud a pesar de su habilidad.
All right, we return to Bulldog Park. Larry Allen along with Brenton Finson. Brenton responsible for the video that you're seeing tonight. If you are watching it, and if you're not, you can go to easttexastoday.com to see the live stream, or you can go to YouTube. And if you go to YouTube, do a search, put in Carthage versus Center live stream baseball, live stream baseball, and then include the date. And this would be 4-26-24. Top of two coming up now. It'll be Jaden Lane leading off for the Center Rough Riders. Lane, the first baseman, left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch from Matthew Smith. And just outside, ball one. Tyler Terry behind the plate. Daniel Pipackett is on the bases. Here's the 1-0. This one fouled out of play, 1-1. Well, I was about to mention that Kilgore and Spring Hill, scheduled to play at Spring Hill, and the Longview area has a greater chance of rain than we have here. There is a chance of rain here. Here's the 1-1. This one, that's going to be down into right field for a base hit. Right fielder over to his left and picks it up, gets it back into the infield. So Lane is on with a leadoff single here in the second inning. And that would bring up Case Milford, the third baseman. And so because of that greater chance of rain in Longview, the Longview area, they're going to start that Spring Hill Kilgore game at 8:30 instead of the scheduled 7 o'clock start. This pitch is a high one, swung on and missed. Milford, I think, swung at a ball right there. That looked out of the strike zone to me. Matthew Smith, the right-hander, looking over his shoulder at the runner at first. A couple of times. Here's the 0-1. Strike two call. The right-hander for the Center Rough Riders threw 34 pitches in the first inning. Matthew Smith now with 18 pitches here in the second inning. This one fouled back into the screen. So it stays 0-2. I also understand from, well, I'll mention that a little bit later. We'll talk about the playoff possibilities. Here's the stretch and the 0-2. Check swing. Did he go around? And evidently not. 1-2 the count. In 17-4A, the top two seeds have not been determined. Right now it would be Spring Hill. Here's the pitch just outside, 2-2. So if Spring Hill wins tonight, it doesn't matter what Carthage does. Spring Hill's the number 1 seed, Carthage number 2. If Carthage wins and Spring Hill loses, that pitch is outside. It's now 3-2. If Carthage wins and Spring Hill loses, then Carthage has both an outright district championship. In other words, they would not be tied with Spring Hill, and they would be the number 1 seed, and Spring Hill would be number 2. Here's the stretch, the 3-2. This one fouled back into the screen. And to me, Milford there, it sort of looked like he thought, okay, I think he thought about taking it, and all of a sudden decided, whoops, this pitch could be a strike. I've got to swing and foul that one off, and he did. So it stays 3-2 now on Milford. Runner on first with nobody out for Spring Hill in the top, for Center here in the top of the second. Here's the 3-2. This one foul back, and it stays 3-2. So Milford making Matthew Smith work. Give you some stats on Matthew Smith here. This pitch is popped up, foul ball. Crawford coming over in foul ground and makes the catch. Nice play by Carson Crawford on the warning track just in front of the center dugout. So he had a good distance to go for that one. No, I'm sorry, that was not Carson Crawford. That was Ty Chambers. Correction, Ty Chambers. Carson Crawford normally at third base, but Ty Chambers, the senior, is starting there tonight, and so Ty makes the catch there. Nice play by Ty. One out now, and that brings up Kobe Lout, the catcher. Lout, right-handed batter, open stance up at the plate. Smith from the stretch and the pitch. And he squares around like he's going to lay down a bunt. Takes it for ball one. Matthew Smith, coming into tonight's game, had thrown 68 innings. 6 wins, 3 losses for the year. In 68 innings, has given up only 39 hits. Here's a 1-0 pitch, and he fouls that one back on a bunt attempt. In 68 innings, has struck out 67 batters and only walked 10. So he has a strikeout to walk ratio of almost 7-1, actually 6 2/3 to 1, and his ERA .926. This pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 2. .926. So that is less than 1, obviously. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Lout, with 1 out here in the top of the second and center with a runner on first. Here's the 1-2. High and outside, 2-2. Dylan Davenport started the game on Tuesday night at center and was relieved, I believe, after 3 innings. Probably something similar is going to happen tonight as they try to limit the pitches of Davenport and Smith. Here's the pitch. This one popped up foul, and that hits the very top of the screen and bounces back. So it's now still 2-2. Bulldogs need to be alert right there. Should have had someone from the dugout running out to pick up that baseball that came off the screen instead of the umpire having to do it. Hunter Leach came out, but a little bit late. And time is called. Two and two the count on Lout. Matthew Smith, the senior right-hander, set at the letters, and the 2-2 outside, ball 3. Just not quite as sharp tonight as he normally is. Here's a stretch by Matthew. And the 3-2. And he went after that one, swung and missed it for strike 3. So Lout swinging there at what would have been ball 4. There's no doubt about that. He went after a pitch that was outside, and you could tell afterwards that he thought, oh, no, what a mistake I made. That was definitely ball 4. So Mosley now, Caleb Mosley steps in, right-handed hitting right fielder. So now center with a runner at first and 2 down. And with 2 down, they might think about running Lane at first base to get in scoring position. Here's a pitch, and it's a strike over the outside corner, actually off the outside corner. I would think they might think about running because we don't have our usual catcher back there behind the plate. Here's a stretch by Smith. And the 0-1 swing and a miss, strike 2. Again, Spring Hill and Kilgore deciding to start their game at 8:30 tonight instead of 7 o'clock because of the threat of rain in Longview. Here's Matthew with an 0-2 count. And the 0-2 pitch. High, 1-2. So let's take a look at District 18 4A. 18 4A, Madisonville is the number 4 seed.